To how we're going to be ending this entire masterpiece of an album. Yeah, I love the little holy things behind it because it's so true. This whole thing is so true. Like what I said previously, but also let's go into this, man. This is going to be the last breakdown of this whole thing. But yeah, abide, pray, speak not of malcontent, thou shalt not use thy name in vain. 10 commandments carved in stone, a set of rules for you. You must atone. This path is built for failures to crawl underneath me, I upon my throne. I, the harvester of perfect souls, seek to reclaim upon death who shall be judged. So, he harvests only perfect souls, which is an impossibility because of, one, the guilt he forcefully put in there, the amount of death and destruction he's also caused. So, anybody going against him that could have stood against what he wanted, he killed. Anybody who believed something different got destroyed by the Crusades. He purposefully impregnated Mary to make Jesus in order to have the Christian guilt come upon them. And then he says, if you break any of these commandments, which you basically do from birth, because any baby demands food, which means that's gluttony right there. And so yeah, there's a whole lot of things that babies crave that could be considered that way, if that makes sense. Like, even as children, like, if you break it, doesn't matter when. We've seen he tortures children. He doesn't care. If you don't baptize your child, if you don't baptize yourself at any age, you'll not be able to get into heaven. That's breaking another law that's not really written, but it's still in the book, and so you get the idea, right? He's not there to help. He's not there to let you into heaven. He is a torturer, worse than anything that Satan could ever do. Shamed, humiliated, relive your worst moments forcefully while I watch you plead as I cast you into the flames. Yeah, exactly, just what I said. Forsaken children created to die, worthless to I. My vengeance is wrath, horrific and justified. Proclamation to worshippers, suicide. All of those things, like, if you break any of these, anything written in my book, then I will cast you into the flames. And perfect beings, perfect, followed everything that's, in my opinion, an impossibility. Every human, in this sense, is going to burn for eternity. I love the whole holy, the symphonic kind of choir. It's all just like, we are made to suffer. Yeah. Oh, that pleasure is such a sick old man. Yeah. And that's the message in it. Oh, damn. Let me read this actually before we finish this. I guess, like, the music is kind of okay, but I don't want to talk over it in case there's something in it. In the Bible, God killed 2,391,421 people. Slaves, obey your earthly masters with deep respect and fear. Serve them sincerely as you would serve Christ. That's God commands the death of the helpless, the suckling infants. This literally means that the children God killed were still nursing. Yeah. Here God is praised for slaughtering little babies. Here God commands that infants should be dashed upon the rocks. For everyone that curseth his father or his mother shall be surely put to death. He hath cursed his father or his mother, his blood shall be upon him. Jephthah killed his young daughter, his own child, by burning her alive as a burnt sacrifice to the Lord as he commanded it. Yeah. Okay, that makes total sense. Yeah, he's a mass slaughterer. Yeah, it's like a lot of slaughter, it's a lot of death in the process of it all, man, and it's just like... Yeah, it's all in fear of him. Oh, I totally didn't see that. Special thanks. Special thanks to Jordan. Nice. There we go, man. That is the album. That's done. So, what did we learn from this album? That the Bible was a very messed up story. Like, obviously, like I said, like, over 1 million people were killed in that easily. And that's not even including that in the way that it's worded, like that. The way that they're showing it, in this sense, like, which I totally can see. Now that it's all put together like this. That each person's there to suffer. Each person's there to die eventually. To be judged. To give God his pleasure. To send you to hell to burn forever and ever and ever. For babies to be killed, for children to be murdered, for going against your parents is enough to get you killed, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so many other ways that have been shown throughout this. There isn't really much more that I need to say. In all honesty, I don't see a reason to break it down any more than what's already been said. It's obvious, you know what I mean, like, it's all just... It shows the true brutality, the true messed upness of the religion as a whole, as ridiculous, as fucked up, as whatever way you want to go about it. And the Bible is not a place you should go to for reason or logic or for warmth or comfort. It's a fear tactic. But not just from that. But not just from God. It's not about that. That's not what this is about. The reason why the Bible is such a huge thing, even now, is because the people in power know how to use it. Like I said before, kings in the past have changed it over the period of a number of years. And they've pushed their agendas onto it. And that's what the government do. That's what the people behind the government do. They push everything around it. They let us all live in fear. Government of taxes, of other things that if you go against, you can be put into a cell for the rest of your life. If you go against some things, you can be made to disappear, or so many other ways. But it's a fear tactic that's still being employed today. And until we get rid of it, like fully get rid of it, this fear tactic will continue to be there. This is just my opinion on this whole matter. Like, I've always seen religion as being used just to be feared, rather than a way or something to be good. If you want something to be truly good, you wouldn't make it in a place of fear, you'd make it in a place of love. And that's... They try to hide the fear within love, and it just doesn't really work for most of us with the brain. But still, either way, great album, like, ridiculous, like, masterpiece, like, straight ridiculous masterpiece amazingness, whichever way you want to go about it, from vocals to solos to symphonics to choirs to drumming and everything else in between, man, just perfection. Every song a masterpiece, no bad songs, every song hits exactly as it should, showing the little flaws here and there, building up to that God has such power, but at that moment when his only child got killed, he didn't use it, and because it's by design, like we saw. And then obviously, we all are made to suffer in his eyes at the end of the day. And obviously, for the institutions to use it against us, but still. This has been a journey, man. It's been literally about 3 and a bit hours. It's probably not going to be that long in terms of the actual breakdowns themselves, but in terms of like getting it all sorted and set up and little breaks for drinks, I've gone through about 2 or 3 litres of like water in this whole process, and yeah, my voice is tired. Either way. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was amazing. I'm so glad Nitheful are a thing. They are such amazingness. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, man, I appreciate every single one of you. Either way. Take it easy. Have a wonderful evening.